When systems of abuse persist for long periods of time, they imprint themselves in every corner of the world, leaving residual aspects of them for years to come after their dissolution. The tools through which they perpetuated their oppression often have some level of staying power. If these aspects are not thoroughly resisted, these systems have a high tendency of re-emerging once more. Entropy rears its ugly head in all facets of existence, including politics. The Mother series makes this political rot clear through its games, though the first has less to do with this idea than the second or the third. Gīgu, the main villain of the first and second game, has a presence that is felt throughout all three titles and the people that he's influenced. With that being said, in the text of Mother 2, there's a creation of his that represents these ideas perfectly, even more so than his own ghastly form superimposed over the story. A major antagonistic force of the second game in the series is the Mani Mani statue, a strange golden object that is coveted by many characters throughout the course of the game. The Mani Mani statue is a creation of Gīgu that holds within it the power to influence people and bring out their worst desires, usually leading them to try and attain positions of power and exploit the people of Eagle Land, Mother 2's pastiche of America. It is the always lurking, always shifting stain of capital upon the world. Ness and Co. see it around every corner in their version of America, leaving monopolies and death cults in its wake, and even when it is supposedly killed, it reappears as the bastion of all the evil thoughts within Ness's mind. The Mani Mani statue is a plague upon humanity, one that incentivizes and forces those within its grasp to do terrible things to their fellow man. It is the golden idol of avarice. It is how capital perpetuates itself, and even in the times it is destroyed, its spirit lives on. Mani Mani is forever, far beyond its own death. We see in Mother 3 that there is a world completely without capital, completely without the Mani Mani. Tazmily Village is a society that has progressed past the laws of neoliberal systemic abuse due to the total destruction of what came before. The entire world before the events of Mother 3 was destroyed in an apocalyptic event that we have no knowledge of. An apocalypse that destroyed everything that humans had created up until that point. Nothing remains of the horrors of the Mani Mani. And Tazmily Village ends up being a peaceful place with one critical flaw. It has totally forgotten the horrors of capital. They no longer have the knowledge to combat it and its residuals. A single ghost of fascism worms its way back into the consciousness of the world through this weakness. Porky, someone who was once close to the Mani Mani statue during the events of Mother 2, time travels from some unknown point to the far-flung future of Tazmily and begins his imperialist conquest of the land. And through this conquest, he utilizes once more the imagery of the Mani Mani statue. But in place of the statue itself, he uses tools known as happy boxes. The manipulative properties that once belonged to the statue's toolkit find their place once more in objects of seemingly no value. Their value is only determined by the fact that people believe the lie that they are valuable. They have no meaningful practical usage. The happy boxes, in a similar vein to the Mani Mani statue, end up creating ambition and avarice in people as symbols of social capital. It is only after their introduction to the people of Tazmily Village that their worst natures are exploited to the degree that they are. That the people of the village willingly begin to resurrect the dark dragon known as Capital once more. The poltergeist that haunts the worlds of the Mother games is an undead machine of systemic abuse, one that cannot be killed by forgetting its presence. In Tazmily's willingness to discard the past entirely, they failed to secure the future. The everyday violence of capital is one that can never be killed forever. The temptations of the Mani Mani must always be resisted. This has been Arcade Everlasting, who fears the looming presence of the Mani Mani in her everyday life, signing off. Thank you for watching.